Mute, unmute. Alright, you're up. I'll be back.
Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Or anyone. I can't see. Alright. I am going to start this by myself while he goes to go get his coals. How are y'all doing? It's been a very long weekend for me. Let's see. I want to open up the YouTube as well. And we'll just describe together what we're doing. I need to, there we go.
Alright, we give it to you. Ah, fuck me. My fucking, my burner died, so I'm using my gas stove. This shit takes half a year.
What you should do is put a wind cover on top.
So the thing I have is sitting on right now, like my coals, is just like a little fucking tong holder. So I don't know if it can support that. I'll just send you a picture later. It's hella scuffed.
I'm sure.
All right, let me make sure this bot is working. I'm assuming you did introductions and all that good jazz.
Whoa. Yo. I said hello. I said you'd be right back. I have not described what we're doing.
All right. Well, hi guys. As soon as I get this bot working, I think join channel.
So you figured out how the bot works?
Well, this is a different bot. Are you talking about the chat bot?
The one that you intend on using, whichever.
So I just put Nightbot on. Nightbot just does this.
Oh yeah, Nightbot.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So we're working. So basically, what's going on, guys? It's been a few weeks. What we're doing this week is we wanted to. I had this idea yesterday when I was packing a bowl that was like, what is the dream shop? Like, if you go to any like local shop, you see that there's like, you got like a few brands of tobacco, a few brands of coals, and I went to this new shop that opened in town, and they had Messiah, which I hadn't seen as a brand in forever, and I was like, man, of all the things to pick, why is that what you'd pick? So I just got to thinking, like, what would I pick if I were to pick like my dream shop? But in thinking of a dream shop, you have to understand that there are limitations, right? Like, you can't just say everything, because then you're just talking 5-star, and then it's just silly. Like, it's not feasible for most local shops. So within reason, I want to talk today about what our dream shop is. Our restrictions are 5 brands of tobacco, 2 brands of actual hookahs, 2 brands of coals, and 2 brands of bowls. That's generally like, what do you think? I think that's pretty fair. Like, that's what most average shops have, right?
Yeah, I would say around that much if you're like a smaller shop.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what most people have, right? Most people don't have giant shops.
I'm adjusting my list.
Your list? Oh, you actually typed it out?
I'm typing it out, yes.
Alright.
Does the hookah brand have to be one that's...
No. Well, okay. You can't put a fucking Norris on there.
That's what I was gonna...
I know, it's exactly what you're gonna put on there. Oh my god. I know you.
I don't know what to pick, but
Yeah. Alright. So if you're on Twitch, you can... What we're going to do is we're going to talk about it throughout the show, and then at the end of the show, what we're doing is we've got a poll running. We want you guys to pick and let us know what you think your dream shop would consist of. We're kind of on honor system with like how many things you can pick. Just, don't be a dick. Just pick. It says what to pick, how many to pick. If it's not there, I can't edit it because draw polls.
Two brands of bowls.
Yes.
2 only.
Yes. So if you go on Twitch and you type !poll, it should spam it automatically, but it'll give you the link to the straw poll. Wait, that's the straw poll. That's not the paste bin. Fuck me. Hold on. I knew I messed it up somehow. Put the wrong link.
Let me take it.
Okay. Let me try it now. Yes, the paste bin is the link to all of the different ones. There's one for hookahs, tobacco, coals, and bowls separately. We'll be waiting the whole show to get my bowls.
The paste bin has all of them?
Yeah, paste bin has all of them.
Oh, maybe it'd be easy best if I just fixed something from the list.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess it doesn't matter if it's affordable or not.
Yeah, doesn't matter if it's affordable if it's on the list. I mostly, for the most part, just went down Hookah Shisha's website and just looked at brands that I could be in stores. This new shop that I was talking about, they have a ton of actual hookahs, but they're all fucking Amira hookahs. You know the ones with the glass trays that people buy and then a day later they shatter immediately?
Yes, I know.
Feels bad.
No hoses? I guess it doesn't really matter.
Nah, hoses are like... I guess I could do hoses, but... like... I don't know. Hoses, you either go like D-hose or you go... I don't know, droid hose. They're all... Hoses are, like... I'm lucky if I find any kind of silicone hose at my local shop, if I'm being honest.
Alright, so I have almost my whole list done.
Alright.
I think I do. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 things. Okay, so I have 1.
Oh,
I finished. Cool stuff.
I'm power starting my bowl. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Guess what I'm smoking?
Is it peppermint shake?
Yeah, I'm back on it.
That's funny, 'cause I'm smoking K-Peach.
I just ran out of K-Peach.
Ah, sad times. I'm about to run out of my first 250. I have 2 more backups.
Yeah, my list is set.
Alright, well let's get into it then. So, what did I put on the stream first?
No, we got 2 minutes, bro. And I want to tell you what I bought.
Alright, yeah. What'd you buy?
I bought a Hazy Bowl.
Oh, you bought a Hazy Bowl. Did you already get it?
No, I think it's going to come earlier in the week. I already got the tracking number. I don't know. I haven't looked at it to see if it's moved. I gotta check my email, actually.
Frank shared the link to YouTube on THL. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that, Frank.
So, like, what's it called? The hookah, or the bowl. You know, he bought like 6 bowls.
What do you mean? Who did?
The guy you just mentioned. Why am I forgetting?
Frank?
Yes.
He did. Frank, you bought some Hazy Bowls, huh?
He bought like half the list.
Holy shit.
Literally half the list.
That's crazy.
So I bought the one I showed you before that I wanted. Yeah, it says it's going to come tomorrow. So I got number 44. I actually didn't get it in time because the time when he released was like not when I was paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like 20 minutes late and the bowl's gone. But then the guy that got it, which is in the Discord, said, "Oh, well, if you really want it, like I can just have him refund me and you can buy it." And I was like, "Okay, I'll buy it."
Hella jumped on that.
Yeah, I hella jumped on that. It cost me like $70, but I really wanted to support Lucas.
Yeah, definitely.
And I really enjoy the visual appeal of the bowl, and I think it's something I'm going to use a lot. So
yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick one up at some point. Just got to get some money set aside.
He sold out in like an hour.
Wow, that's hot. That's great. How many bowls do you have up this time?
18.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, very good for him.
Yeah, he's doing some crazy designs. I'm really proud of him. He's from the first batch to this one. It's like huge how much better these look, which is crazy because I thought the first ones looked great too. Frank on YouTube said, unpopular opinion, but I think alpacables heat quicker and are better than some. Is that RN? Some M stone bowls. That's probably a typo, but I don't know. I haven't actually had a new stone bowl in a long time. Last one I got was like 2017. I got what the fuck is it? The Stone Oak. I used it for a while and I wasn't a huge fan of the size, so I just stopped using it. The heat was fine, but I also feel like the oak bowls are very different from his like normal bowls that he makes. Normal bowls he makes hold heat very well, but I think alpaca bowls are definitely more affordable, and I think they heat just as well. Like I don't have any problems with alpaca bowls for the most part. What do you think?
Alpaca bowls are really good. So like, I don't have any problems with the ones I have, and there's like one or two that I have that I have yet to actually use that I intend on using.
Yeah.
Since I'm moving it a little bit, I'm definitely gonna be picking up a Provost. Isn't there a Provost 2 now? I saw it.
Oh yeah, I saw that. We should talk about that actually. We'll talk about that
I know.
later. But
I only saw one photo of it, so I don't know.
It seemed like not that different, but I really want to see the inside more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually use my alpaca bowls probably the most. Because I use the Suri and the Predator. I just like they're the same thing, just one has a bridge. I just swap between those pretty frequently. Those are by some of my favorite bowls. Those and alien bowls are pretty much all I use.
All right, 8:12.
All right,
I guess we can get started.
All right, so let's go and talk first about what coals. So the coals I put on the list were Coco Brico, Coconara, Titanium, Prestige, Charcoal Flare, Coco Earth, Coco Messiah, Exotica, Starbuzz, and Superior. So, of those, you got to pick two. So, what two would you pick and why?
I picked Coco Earth and I picked Starbuzz.
Starbuzz, really? That's an interesting pick. Why so?
Well, I picked first off on the Starbuzz. I picked the Starbuzz because I really like both of the normal ones and the 2.0s, like the flats and the cubes. I think are like really consistent.
Really?
They remind me of like when Hayes coals were really good.
Really?
Like there's like the shape and the consistency is extremely consistent, surprisingly enough.
Yeah.
I think they make some of the best coals from what I've used. Like several boxes I've used of those have always been great, enough to par with Coco Earth quality.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why other brands can't seem to do that, but
See,
I think that the heat is really good. And
I've actually had the opposite experience with them. Every time I get them, it's like fucking, it's like I'll have them split in half, or they'll just fucking crack like crazy. And I've gone through like, I bought 3 boxes, so I was like, fuck this, I don't want my coals breaking like crazy.
Really? Because the boxes I bought, I've only bought them locally.
Yeah.
And every box I've had, probably like 6 or 8 boxes total, I guess, have been like really good.
Yeah.
I only bought them from one shop though. So,
I think I got mine, it was back in the Hookah Hero days, I think, actually. So I got them from him, who got them from a wholesaler, I'm sure. But
yeah, but well, I don't know. From my experience,
to be fair,
really
I have not tried the 2.0s. They were the older ones, I think. But
I don't know. Maybe the ones at the shop I went to.
I agree that their consistency was there, but they were just consistently cracking for me.
I didn't have that problem, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, I mean, so for mine, I would agree. I would fully agree. I would say about Coco Earth, full agree. I think those are the most consistent and probably the best. Just flat out workhorse coal. But I'd say Prestige for my other pick.
See, I haven't tried those.
Dude, Prestige are just so clean, so consistent. I love them. Oh, I fucked this poll up. Apparently, you can only pick one, so I'm dumb. Feels bad.
Yeah, we're gonna look at the votes at the end, right?
Yeah.
Compare.
All right.
So like.
So do you think that do you think that those coals would sell well, the Starbuzz and the Coco Earths?
I feel like the Coco Earth would be like a little harder to sell at first, but from what I've realized when I worked at the wholesale shop that I worked at, you can make anything sell. Like, for example, what were those coals? Coaches? Coaches were good coaches were really good at a point. And so like the local shop, you can make anything sell. All you have to do is push it, and people will buy it. Well, surprisingly to me, like he would bring in the most random brand of coals that weren't bad, but I've never heard of them. Some of them,
Yeah.
and he'd be selling them like hotcakes. I'm like, what the hell? What are you doing? He's like, well, I got these new ones, so I'm pushing these now, and he would just sell them really well.
Well, yeah, I definitely think if you actually try to sell them, that you can sell anything. But most of the local shop owners I run into don't give a single fuck about hookah tobacco or anything they sell. They just sell it for the Middle Eastern students at WVU, and that's about it.
Well, so yeah, for the Cocoa Earth, I feel like even though I do think they are the best coals on the market, they're not super well known. Maybe for like a local shop,
Right.
and I'm assuming this shop only sells locally.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So, like, if you only have two brands, I mean, and they have to pick one of the two, they probably end up trying both,
Yeah.
and then make their decision based on that. I feel like the Starbuzz would also sell really well, just for the fact that they have the name.
Yeah, I think of those two Starbuzz, of your two picks, Starbuzz would definitely sell the best because it's Starbuzz. I mean, you put it next to the tobacco and people would be like, oh, hell yeah, get some Pyroscape and Starbuzz Coals. That's the move.
Yeah, too bad my shop's not going to be selling Starbuzz.
Oh, really?
No.
Wow, this is hella spoiler. We're not talking shisha till the end, man. All right. So the other thing is, I wanted to ask you this. In your dream shop, do they sell burners?
Oh, well, I mean, that's not on the list.
It's not on the list.
I would
It's not on
assume.
the
I would
list.
assume they would have accessories, right?
Sure, but I'm talking burners specifically because, like, I feel like so much of the barrier with like getting people to move like to real coals or quick light coals is getting them to just have a burner. Like it's like I remember when I started smoking, I really did not want to try natural coals because I didn't have a burner in my room at the time. I was like, I don't want to fucking like buy a burner. It seems sketch as hell, you know?
You know, my shop buys wholesale burners from Walgreens, so you know we're selling burners.
That's the move, I think. I haven't been to Walgreens in a hot minute. I need to go now because my burner's fucking dead. But like, I really hate seeing the Fumari burners at like $30 a pop. That's like such a barrier to entry. Whereas those like Walgreens ones fucking fit. What is it? $12, $15, something like that.
Yeah, and on top of that, you can actually bring that burner back in and say it broke.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have lifetime warranty of some sort.
Really?
Or you could literally bring it back and be like, it broke.
I mean, it's definitely
So-
that burner is like 2 or 3 years old. So
I did it with the one that was over a year old. They just gave me a new one.
maybe I'll try that.
I mean, why not? If not, you just buy a new one.
Frank on YouTube said, "How about the turbine burner?" So I've never heard of this turbine.
Can you link us a photo of said turbine burner?
Yes, my bowl is on.
Yeah, your bowl is also super hot.
It's very smoky.
Are you smoking? What are you using?
I'm using
top of that.
Phoenix.
Phoenix? You might want to open the vents, bro.
I just took the lid off. That's
You might want to give it a nice purge. I think it's crispy.
Dude, it's smoking great actually. I don't know why it's smoking like crazy out the top, but it's hitting clean. I don't know.
This is hidden clean.
I don't know, man. You know how rarely I pack fucking Tangiers in a mason bowl, but
How many coals are you using? What are you using? 2 cubes?
3 cubes.
3 cubes.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
okay.
Big smoke.
Big smock.
But yeah.
That's funny.
So I almost feel like the Dream Shop would like have a burner to show you the difference, you know. But that's probably unrealistic.
Well, the Dream Shop doesn't even have quick light.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. I get the Dream Shop is 5-star, obviously. You know, go in. There's fucking a million hookahs everywhere, every brand of everything. But a realistic shop, they're probably gonna have quick lights to some extent.
I mean, you have to have them just for the sake
Yeah.
of them being really cheap and they have good margins.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
So there's another thing then. What would you do? What quick lights would you have if you had to pick one brand of quick lights?
One brand of quick lights,
Yeah.
I guess 3 Kings.
Yeah, 3 Kings are the only brand I'd fuck with at this point.
By the way,
Either that or Silver
He's-
Caps. I see that. I'm looking at it now.
okay.
Turbine burner. Oh.
I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah, I've never seen
this.
I've never seen this either. I've used burners like this, and it fucked. Like it worked really well, and then all of a sudden it didn't work at all. It fucking warped like crazy and just broke on me.
I have to imagine that thing is like $50 or more.
Oh, at least.
But any burner in my book that's over 1,000 watts is fine by me.
Yeah. He says it's powered with a fan beneath it too. That's crazy. Here, let me pull up the photos over on your face for a second. That's what it is.
Oh shit.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean that looks awesome. I'd have to try it myself. That's interesting. You have to send me a link to that, Frank. I'm curious. So I guess
I would assume it would light faster, yeah, because you're.
yeah, it has
Well,
to.
even though it's lighting your coals faster. Is it gonna shrink them with so much with the fan?
I don't know. Like, it might shrink them a little bit, but probably not that much.
I guess for the time that you're saving, maybe it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm honestly happy with the time it takes to light coals on most burners. Like, 10 minutes is fine. It's enough time for me to clean the hookah, pack a bowl, get everything ready, clean my bowls, all that good shit. So, I don't know. I'm good with the time it takes now. Faster is not a bad thing. I would just, like, I feel like I'd, like, have to wait halfway through my process to start it.
Yeah, your process is already set in stone.
Yeah.
So
Wade looks like Sherlock pondering his next case. If that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. Alright, so we've got coals covered. Let's talk about bowls. So you can assume this shop will have Egyptian bowls. Most shops will have at least that. Probably some shitty ceramic. But let's say they pick 2 gems by some fucking miracle. What 2 brands would you like them to have? Assume they carry the whole line. That's kind of unrealistic, but you know, I said brands, I didn't say specific bowls. So what bowls would you pick? I said for the bowls I put on the list, it's alpaca bowls, hookah john, the cloud bowls, the samsaras bowls, Sahara smoke bowls like the stone vortex or whatever, AOT bowls, pharaoh bowls, Sheikah bowls. This is a dream, so stone bowls, mason bowls, shisha buck bowls, 5-star bowls like the Goodfella, and again it's a dream, so crown hookah bowls. So of those, which would you pick?
Oh, I put hazy bowls.
Hazy bowls, that's fair. I didn't put it on there because they're not. He's not selling to anyone yet. And I guess to be fair, neither is Mason.
This is the dream shop, bro. It doesn't have to be realistic.
You're right. You're right. That's fair. All right. So say hazy, then pick 2 more.
Oh, let's pick 2 more.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're cheating a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
So,
hazy's not on the list. That's my bad.
Whatever. Hold up. I will definitely have hazy bowls, you know, as a secondary. We got mason bowls. We got. I'm kind of torn between hookah john bowls just because I like a few of them like so much, and then also alpaca bowls.
Yeah.
Because they both have a large line of bowls.
Yeah.
With a lot of variety.
A lot of different picks.
So like, alpaca bowls are potentially better quality.
You think? I think they're comparable, honestly. Like they're so close.
That's why it's like potentially.
Yeah, it's so hard to say. But I've had hookah john bowls that like I've had some alpaca bowls. I'm like, okay, well, what's up, fam? Like, what's with the quality here? So I've had some issues with both in the past, but let's assume they're ideal versions of these bowls.
Ideal. Well, do we sell Provost?
Yeah, assume Provost this is the dream. Provost exists.
They have Provost and Lotuses?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
I don't even feel like that's too unrealistic. Like, a lot of shops sell, like, the Provosts are cheap enough that people pick them up. And, dude, this shop actually had Lotuses. And the Cloud Coals, of all things. This new shop that just opened up.
They're real Lotuses? Because the Lotuses I always see sold are fake.
Yeah, no, real Lotuses. Like, with the box and everything.
Damn.
Yeah, it was wild. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, so I was thinking similarly to you. Like, I would definitely say Mason because it's the dream. Throw Hazy in there because I left him out, and it's a dream. But I would say for the other one, I definitely want either alpaca or hookah john. Like, stone bowls are great and solid. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think they'd sell that well, just because of their price point alone. Maybe you could argue the same thing with the Mason bowls, but I really think that, like, you want a workhorse bowl. Like, you want something that's like, $30 or less. Something that someone breaks and they're not gonna they're gonna be sad, but they're not gonna be like fucking taking out a mortgage to buy another one.
Yeah, you have to assume that they're gonna be able to sell well. And while stone bowls are very, very nice, they are definitely on the higher end of the spectrum when it comes to price. But like Mason bowls, like the standard Mason bowl is only
it's what, $40, something like that, $50 now.
Yeah, now you're splurging. It's not a huge splurge.
Yeah, that's a reasonable splurge. $100 is kind of an unreasonable splurge when this alt shop my local shop has a Mira hookahs for that much.
Yeah, I mean, if you can buy you can buy a KM for that price.
Yeah, well, we'll get into hookahs next. Don't worry. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I really like both brands. Like, Hookah John and Alpaca Bowls are both so solid, and I use them consistently. I think I'd probably end up going with the Hookah John Bowls. Because between the 80 feet, the 80 feet 80, the Alien what was it, the Alien Flashback, and even the Retro Harmony, I think that's like, it covers really all of the bases, you know? I guess you could say the same with the Alpaca Bowls, like the Rook, the Harmony, or what, that's basically their Harmony.
It also depends on the brands you picked.
You mean the, like, specific bowls?
No, the brands of the tobacco that you picked.
That's true. But I probably want a fair brand. Like, I'd want a bowl that can do anything, right? Or to be able to buy a bowl that can do anything.
Yeah.
And I do think both brands have that, though, you know? Like, you can get an 80...
Yeah.
Like, an 80 feet and the Suri Bowl are pretty similar in size. Like, in, you know, capacity-wise. So, I don't know, man. It really just falls into personal preference. I think, personally, that Hookah John Bowls would sell better.
I think they might, actually. Especially because, what's it called? Alpaca Bowls, while not expensive, are a little bit more expensive than Hookah John Bowls as a whole. So maybe I go with Hookah John Bowls. Yeah, it was my first pick, actually, before I decided, I want hazy.
Yeah.
Mason.
Well, so, like, with my reasoning behind picking Hookah John is that they're so consistent, like, from bowl to bowl. They all look the same. They've got that you know, the signature fucking spiral on the neck of the bowl. That it's like, I don't know, I feel like that would just sell better, personally. And on top of that, they're just great bowls. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any issues with HJ bowls, personally, so I think that's probably the pick I'd go.
Reasonable.
Yeah. And it's a tough one. Like, it could go either way and it'd be fine. Like, if it was like $1 cheaper on Alpaca, I'd probably end up swinging Alpaca just because they're just as good, you know?
It's just a very tough pick between the two.
Yeah, definitely.
If you could have both, obviously you would have.
Alright, so let's see. Big holes, so now let's go into hookahs. So, this hookah list, I mean, you could easily just say B2 and Regal, but I mean...
Oh, it's one, isn't it?
For hookahs, I did 2.
Oh! Okay, so I'm gonna make it 2.
Yeah. But it's like... I almost feel like not having KMs is a sin. Just because of how cheap they are. Or...
Yeah.
In their place, Sheikah, yeah. Like, I think one of those two is like a must-have almost. Between the two, I think I'd go not Shisha Bucks, Sheikah. I'm looking at the list and fucking Shisha Bucks is right under Sheikah. I think I'd go Sheikah because I like the quality of Sheikah more, personally. I like that they come with the full package and you don't have to replace anything that comes with it. So, I think that's probably the pick I'd go. What would you do for, like, the starter hookah kind of thing?
The starter hookah, I gotta go with Sheikah.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I'm still sad traditional hookahs are selling a little bit worse, and I don't see people being like, "Oh, look, I bought a Sheikah."
Yeah.
It's not as often
that
you see that nowadays. But I would still pick Sheikah, and for the price point, you're correct. Like, when you get the full package for such a price, it's kind of hard to not put them on the list, and the accessories that come with the KM are not as good.
Yeah. I just,
including especially the hose.
Yeah, and I also think I think that, I mean, they're just so solid. Like, I've had my Sheikas for almost 4 years at this point, and it's holding up just fine. Like, they're just so good. I don't have any issues with Sheikas. Like, my buddies have had the one I gave them for 3 years almost. They use it every day. They're still rocking and rolling with it. The only thing they've swapped out is the hose and some of the grommets, but I mean, that's just standard. Like, at a certain point, you have to do that for any hookah you're using every day, right?
Exactly. You need the standard stuff. It's like, especially if you were to buy, let's say, a Sheikah online, it comes with some extra stuff.
Yeah.
And you can bring that along to your next hookah.
Yeah.
You might want to buy online.
Yeah, definitely.
Or the second one we pick for the store.
Exactly. Before we talk about the second hookah, I do want to say, if you guys are watching at home, please click on the link. It's in Twitch chat. I'll post it in YouTube chat right now. Vote for yourselves. When we're done, we want to talk about your goal, your ideal dream shop, and what you want to see in it.
Yeah, we're gonna try and rationalize the picks that we get.
Yeah, we're trying to explain it. You guys can pick whatever you want. See it as wild as you go. You know. Yeah, just click on the paste bin. The links are in there for all of the different straw polls, and we'll take a look at the end and see where we're at. So, for our other hookahs, we talked about we want to have one standard, like, you know, the starter hookah. Those of us going with Sheikah. Cam's probably a solid pick too, but I'm not impressed with their quality over the last few years. Sheikahs are just the next step up, and they're not. I don't think they're like the Electropleiades are like cheaper in some cases, and the quality's there as well. So now for our other ones, the other options we have on our list are B2, Regal, Starbuzz, Amira, Zara, Maya, Deezer, Shisha Bucks, Wuka, Matte Pair, and Sahara Smoke.
You know, I think we picked the same one.
We're both going B2?
I thought we were both going Deezer.
Deezer! That's the move, man. You're right. I didn't even think about it. It's the brand.
No, we both got B2.
Yeah.
I wrote it down. Did you write that down? Is that in your head?
Yeah. What did you think I was going to pick? I mean, come on.
We know what you're going to pick.
Yeah, I mean, the B2, I mean, it's been one of my daily drivers for 4 years now, 3 years now. I mean, it's one of the best hookahs you can get. I think it is probably the best hookah you can buy in America right now. It could be close with the Matte Pair, but if it's my dream shop, I'm throwing B2s in there. We're gonna have the Precious Cuts, we're gonna have Reapers, we're gonna have everything. We're gonna make it fucking baller, you know? Like, when you see...
We're flexing.
Yeah, it's the hookah you flex on with people on, and I honestly think it would sell very well in any local shop just because of how well it's made. Like, you can see the quality, you can smoke the quality. I mean, it fucking smokes fantastic. It's hard to see any other pick. Like, Wukas, Matte Pairs, they're all great hookahs too. Like, I'm using my Matte Pair right now, actually, but, like, it's just hard to say that anything could beat a B2. Regals are fine, Starbuzz...
Like, not all the other picks are good.
Yeah.
It's just like, what are we putting as the highest of high quality?
Yeah, and it's B2 at the end of the day. Like Matte Pairs are solid too, but the B2 just, it's got the weight. I like the design better. It's such a good bite. I mean, there's not much else you could say. I mean, the other ones are good, but I think B2 just beats it out. And again, it's a dream shop, so that's what you got to go with.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just for shits and gigs, what would you pick if you had to pick one that wasn't the B2 for the higher end?
Let me take a second look at this list.
Okay.
Let's see. Open tab. All right. I think, even though I like Starbuzz so much, just for the one hookah, not because I like the what's the other one called?
The V2?
The newest one?
Which one? The F22? What are you talking about?
No. The Starbuzz.
Oh, the Carbine?
Yeah. While I do like the Challengers a lot, the Carbine is just not up to my standards. So I think I'm gonna have to go with Shisha Bucks, just for, you know, it's a completely different type of pipe.
It's so different.
And on top of that, they have one that's really good for travel, one that's good for your desk, and one that's just good to have on the floor. They can do 3 different things.
That's definitely a fair pick. You know what's funny? You mentioned the Carbine. I was walking through my local mall, and there's this vape shop that opened up. And out of the corner of my eye, when we're walking past it, you always look in to see what hookahs are going on. I see the fucking Carbine. So I was like, Sarah, we gotta chill. We gotta go see what it is. So we walk in. I'm like, hey, can I see that? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. It's a legit Carbine. Like, I fully thought it was gonna be like some Chinese ripoff because they had like the fucking Regal knockoff next to it. The
Amira Regal knockoff?
Yes, that exact one. But then this is just the fucking regular Carbine, the black and gold one. I'm like, why the fuck? You carry all these shitty hookahs and these bongs and things, and then the fucking $400 Carbine? What the fuck? It blew my mind. But yeah.
Hey man, people people like to see interesting stuff, so
Yeah,
I
definitely.
guess that's what they were going for.
Yeah,
We're down.
it's crazy. I was just blown away by that. Yeah, I think Shisha Bucks is a solid pick. I actually don't know if I would go with them personally.
I didn't pick Shisha Bucks.
Oh.
I thought you said Starbucks.
No.
Yeah, I picked Shisha Bucks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I got like my heart wants to say Matt Pear, but God, it's a tough one. I almost want to say Regal just because of how consistent they are. But then Matt Pears are consistent too. I don't know. Regals are just like it was the enthusiast pipe for so long. Like it was the pipe to have for so long that it almost feels like you want to say it, right?
Yeah, I mean I've owned one.
Yeah.
So
I know. I haven't even smoked my Regal in like 3 or 4 months. I lost the purge ball, but like part of me just wants to say that, but I don't think I don't know. It's such a tough pick. Like I wouldn't say Starbucks because the new Challenger paints are trash. The mirrors are trash. Zara's are good, but they have the problem of the spades are beginner pipes, and then their other pipes are fucking top of the end glass pipes. I wouldn't sell glass pipes personally.
Zara, well, the spade is good.
Yeah, the spade's great, but it's a starter pipe. Like that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And their other pipes are just so high end, but like I wouldn't want to sell glass pipes personally. I just like glass is so fucky. Like I don't know. I wouldn't want to sell glass personally.
And then on top of that, if you're selling glass, like some are gonna come broken probably.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. Like it's just glass. It's sketchy to work with. Like it's totally fine. Like I got my Zara and it was totally fine. Came perfect. But like I don't think I could sell them. Like I just wouldn't want to. There's just so much room for error. Maya, Omega Lul. Deezer, that's the pick.
Omega Lul.
Deezer's the pick. No.
Deezer, yeah, they have a lot of variety and a lot of counterfeit products. So you kind of got to pick Deezer.
Sheikah's already on there. Shisha Bucks, you made some really good points. I think Shisha Bucks is a good contender. I like Wukas a lot, but like their whole lineup as a whole is not. It's just the same pipe, just in different shades of wood. So it's kind of like.
Well, so is the Shisha Bucks. But
no, Shisha Bucks has different pipes and different sizes.
And they have a new one.
Yeah,
I mean, that one I feel like it's not being promoted that.
Yeah,
but
exactly though. But they've got them. You made good points. Like they've got the travel hookah, the desktop, the regular pipe. Wuka just has the Wuka in different shades of wood.
Yeah, it's also extremely expensive.
Yes, yeah, like the cheapest one's like $300. So I love Wuka, but I wouldn't put it on there. Matt Pear, like they've got so many different ones, and they actually have a pretty good variety as far as pricing goes. But I don't know, like I'm between Sahara Smoke. I don't care about. Like I have the Executive and it's a good pipe, but it's not the one I'd sell every day. Like it's between Shisha Bucks and Matt Pear, and I think you're right. I think Shisha Bucks is the move there, because it's just the variety that they bring to the table.
If you're thinking from a store aspect,
Yeah.
I feel like it's a big.
Yeah, exactly. The variety they bring is just so good. Like Matt Pear has a lot of different hookahs, but none of them are like a travel size thing, They're also like they still are like traditional hookahs. They just look like hookahs. Fucking Shisha Bucks are a box. Like it's very different, I feel like it would get someone's attention. You hit them with that. Yeah, you can put fruit in the base, man. Hit them with that angle. They're hooked. They can't go back, Yeah, I think that's the move. I think Shisha Bucks.
Well, looks like I'm a genius.
Oh god, I don't want to flip your ego.
Inflating my ego. My store is gonna be sick.
You're right. All right, now we're on to the big one. So
The biggest one.
you open a fat pack of candy.
I don't know what this is. This is just on my desk.
Oh hell yeah!
But I have people staying over.
Word.
So.
All right.
Oh, it fell.
So the bulk of your store is going to be tobacco. I mean, that's it. That's the most important thing that any shop sells. I think most brands will carry 5 brands at max, and that's being generous. It's a dream store, so I'm being a little generous with 5 picks. What are your 5 picks and why?
Yeah, this is where I shine. Watch this. I got Azure. I got Tangiers, Trifecta, Alfaker, and Pure.
Okay.
I got a hot lineup.
All right. So why Alfaker?
Well, before I describe to you why, well, we can go into why after you tell me your list.
Fantasia.
We can compare.
That's the move. Go
Really? Do you actually?
No,
because
absolutely.
it's like low-key not a bad pick
No.
because people will buy
People will buy it, but
I don't want them to buy it.
Exactly. I don't want them to buy it at all. So I was thinking about. I really thought Nocla I would put on there, but I would have wanted the.
They're outdated at this point.
I would have wanted the Mizo
It's good.
line. If the Mizo line was still around.
The Mizo and the Ice line
Yeah.
would have carried it.
Yeah, I would have been on board for Nocla over Alfaker. Because it's not, I'm going Alfaker because how are you going to sell anything that's not Alfaker double apple? Let's be realistic about that one.
For real.
It's just, yeah. I'd actually go Fumari, Tangiers, Trifecta. What is that, 4? So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. And. Yeah.
And.
I think Azure or Pure. I think I'd probably actually go Pure. I like Azure, but I think Pure's the move. Having that god tier Blonde Leaf. Azure's Blonde Leaf is good too, but it Pure shits on everything.
I am assuming that if I pick Azure and Trifecta, I have both lines.
You're right. Yeah, no, definitely. You'd have both. That's why I didn't specify. But I think... So why don't you go ahead and talk about your list first? So... We both picked off.
Yeah, I'll tell you why I picked my list.
All right, so let's go. Let's just talk. We both said Alfaker. Why'd you pick Alfaker?
I picked Alfaker because it's a well-known brand. 1, 2, it's a solid smoke for beginners, intermediates, and so on. So like, no matter how long you've been smoking hookah, if you just want something cheap, this is the cheapest one on my
yeah by a pretty large margin too.
Exactly. So when it comes to the price point. It's kind of hard to beat Alfaker.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say like Cervelli or one of those, but
yeah. Oh, I didn't even put Cervelli on there. Jesus.
Yeah, but for your like generic sort of, I have every flavor. Like I have like 60 flavors. I got Alfaker. They have the fruits. They have the mints. They have the desserts. They don't go too crazy, but they have everything.
I don't know, man. I think the whole cream line's pretty crazy.
It's unnecessary, and the mint line is not as great either. But
yeah, that's a different issue for a different day, though. Yeah, no, I agree. I think Alfaker, its main appeal is its price and consistency. Like, it is probably the most consistent thing in hookah, pretty much ever. Like, nothing changes with Alfaker, and it's cheap enough that if you're learning how to pack, if you fuck up a bowl of Alfaker, you're not going to cry yourself to sleep over it. Tangiers has such a learning curve because it's expensive. And it's hard to pack. So if you fuck up the pack, you're like, man, I just wasted like a solid I don't know, like $1 or $5, who knows? But I haven't done the math. But like it's significantly more expensive of a fuck up than like, oh well, I fucked up this Alfaker. Oh well, it's like, and it's forgiving too. Like if you fuck up a pack of Alfaker, it's generally not going to be that bad, depending on how bad you fuck it up.
And you can use it in any bowl.
Yeah, you can use it for anything. Like it's just, I think it's dumb not to have Alfaker. All right.
So that's why I picked Alfaker. I'm assuming, like, I don't know. It's just I think it's a very solid pick on the list, and I don't see a list that I would make where I wouldn't sell Alfaker.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, I don't care if there's other good brands. I would probably boot out a better brand just to have Alfaker on the list.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Alfaker is just it's such a good brand. It's like Like if someone packs me a bowl and they said it's Alfaker, I'm never gonna deny it, unless they said it's something wild like energy drink. But
I mean, yeah, of course, not every brand has flavors that are
sure, but 9 times out of 10, Alfaker is a good smoke.
Yep.
We're not carrying cream line though. Fuck that. Anyway, so next we both picked Tangiers Trifecta. I mean, we've given them so much praise that I don't think we really have to explain those brands that much. I mean, Tangiers is like Tangiers and Trifecta are my daily smokes. I smoke lavender, mint, KPH pretty much daily at this point. Like,
yeah, they are definitely my dailies.
Trifecta Trifecta and Tangiers both just have such a diverse line of flavors that are so rich, creamy, sweet. I mean, fruity, minty, whatever you want. Those brands,
Citrusy,
yeah,
everything.
they've got everything, and it's like everything of those flavors that you could want. I think they have some of the best, if not the best, in most cases. And then they got the wild cards like Enigma throwing out there, fucking Indian Kheer, and even the wild flavors like those are so good. Like those are just I think they're some of the best brands out there. There's some stuff I haven't tried, like Dark Side, I guess. So maybe Dark Side could be on there if I had more experience with it. But my money, I'm throwing Tangier's Trifecta. Those are the brands that I think the enthusiasts love. The enthusiasts.
Well, everything on my list is American, so I was assuming American.
I mean, Alfaca.
Besides, like Matt Pear, Alfaca is like a very well known
it's
American.
Basically American. Yeah, no, that's fair. So why would you put Tangier's Trifecta?
Tangier's Trifecta? The same reasons you picked. They have so much variety, so much consistency. They're bringing you every type of flavor that you could possibly want. They have interesting flavors.
Yeah.
They have basic flavors. They have mint flavors. Like, what don't they have? And that's another reason. That's why I picked Azure as well.
Yeah.
Like, they have so many. Their list is just so diverse.
It's kind of crazy. Azure's kind of crazy because they came out of nowhere and just had a billion flavors, and they were all very good right away. That kind of blew me away when they came out.
Every Azure flavor I've had has been good so far.
Yeah, I haven't had a bad one. I've had some that are like, okay, that's fine. But nothing that was just like, no, I don't want to smoke this again, you know? Everything was just solid. So I can definitely see Azure. The reason I didn't pick it is because Pure. I think Pure is just such a... We both picked Pure as well. Pure is, for my money, is I think the best blonde on the market. By a large margin. I think it's just so consistent. Flavors are so clean, so crisp, so... Just they hit every note you want them to. It's just it's such a good smoke, and you know if you want to pack a bowl and you just want to sit back and relax, you don't care about the nicotine, you want to chill, just have some fucking Pure, man. It's so good. It's definitely one of my favorites.
Pure. The only complaint I could possibly make, which is not even really a complaint, is that their line has been almost exactly the same, minus a few flavors that have been added.
Yeah.
For the past like 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Pure is just. I can't. It's hard for me to pick anything else because I think Pure is just one of the best. So I also picked Fumari. Fumari, like, it's not my favorite blip brand, and I actually probably like Azure better. But I think Fumari is just. It's another forgiving brand. It's another brand that's just. It's really just good, you know? It's kind of like Pure, like, where you know people are going to buy Fumari, because it's pretty popular. It's not like Starbuzz level by any means. Oh, fuck, I didn't even put Starbuzz on the list. Rip me. Oh, well. Wouldn't have wanted you guys to pick it anyway. But anyway, Fumari just, it's the party pack, you know? Like, you want to show up to a party with a bunch of flavors, you take a few packs of Fumari. Generally, most people will be happy.
When I go to parties, or, like, small events...
Yeah.
Often, I will bring Fumari.
Yeah, and it's just...
Or Alfaca or Pure.
Yeah. And they've got a lot of flavors. I think most of them are pretty good. Some of their older ones, not so much, but they've got a ton of flavors. I think Fumari is just a very, like, safe backline. They're kind of like Alfaca, where you're not going to cry if you have it. Frank says, what is their best flavor? Frank, I assume you're talking about Pure, because you said you need to stop.
He is.
Pure, I think their best flavor is Morangi. So fucking
Morangi is a top tier pick. Very top tier.
You got
Morangi.
Top of everything. Top of fucking everything in Morangi is one of my favorite flavors.
Morangi?
Yeah.
Iceberry?
Iceberry salt.
Lemon mint.
Lemon mint is god tier. Lemon mint is, I think it's probably one of the best lemon mints on the market. And
hold up.
Their third, if I was picking three, I'd say Morangi, lemon mint, probably FML Red, dude. I love FML Red. It's probably one of my favorite, just clean peppermints to smoke.
I pick FML Green.
Yeah, I know. I don't like FML Green that much. It's good, but I think Red's so much better.
And Perfect Peach.
Perfect Peach is solid too.
The only flavor I've had from them that I did not like that much was vanilla.
Vanilla was okay. It wasn't mind blowing, but it was good. Let's see.
I think we can already determine that this show is probably going to be an extra 3 minutes.
Yeah. We're chilling.
Oh, and mint chocolate. Mint chocolate is also very good.
I don't like mint chocolate flavors, but yeah, it's good. I'm just not a huge fan because I don't like those flavors in general.
Citrus ice also good.
Citrus
and blueberry also. Blueberry by itself is also
blueberry is very good. So that was my 5, right? Pure, Trifecta, Tangiers, Fumari, Alfaker. The only thing you picked different was Azure, and that's you picked Azure pretty much for the same reason as Trifecta and Tangiers. I think Azure has almost that wild card thing where they've got all their flavors in Blonde Leaf too. You know, like that's just so much value.
Exactly. Like to have 2 brands that do dark and blonde in my lineup. I'm just adding so many more flavors because they have a lot of their flavors are in both lines, but they have a few that I'm pretty sure are just like line specific.
Yeah. Azure's a really impressive one. I was close to picking that one, but I think I just prefer Pure, and Fumari. I think just it's such a safe bet to have. You know, might not be everyone's favorite, but I think everyone has a Fumari flavor that they'll enjoy. So I think that's fair.
I tried new tobacco. It's pretty good.
So Armand made a good point. Pure Tangerine. Holy shit, that flavor is good. I haven't had that. Holy shit, I was not expecting that flavor to be as good as it was. Oh my god, that is one of their best flavors for sure. I can't believe I forgot about that, but it's very good. Ooh.
They have a whole bunch of solid flavors.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, if you guys haven't, we're gonna give you one last chance. Let me paste the link again for you guys. Go to the paste.
Yeah, we can wait an extra minute.
Yeah, go to the paste bin. Get your votes in. We're going to be closing them in just a second, and we'll see what the results are. We'll see what everyone's voting at. We'll see what are the most popular hookah brands, tobacco brands, cold brands. Go and vote. Let us know what you think. You should be able to see the links everywhere.
I want you to know, I wasn't sure if you wanted to do the show this week, so I was at a big tournament, but I was like, I gotta go.
No, we chillin'. I was at a fucking engagement party when you messaged me. I didn't have any service. Feels bad.
I think I did pretty all right. I got 97th place out of 1,200.
Jesus, you're in that top 10%.
That is the top 10%, yes. And then I went to go do money matches, which are basically just like playing people with money on the line.
Yeah.
I usually make like $50 to $100 every time.
Word.
This time, I was going win one, lose one type stuff. I don't know what I was doing.
It feels bad, man.
I think I only went profit like $10. Sucks.
I'll type those out for you, Frank.
On the tobacco list, no one even picked Pure.
I didn't vote on that one. I actually voted on the other two on accident.
Do you want us to vote on it?
Yeah, go ahead and vote on it. Wait, did I vote on all of them? Yeah, I voted on all of them.
I did not vote on them, so let me do that real quick.
Yeah, I voted on them.
I'm just gonna pick my list that I picked.
I mean, I would. Why wouldn't you?
You're right.
Hold on, let me throw the Fantasia vote in there.
Please don't. Do you know who's also really good? Slept on brand?
What?
Coles. Coco Messiah. I think they're a solid brand.
They're solid, yeah. I don't have any issues with them, but I wouldn't pick them.
For the Coles, it's only letting me pick one.
Yes, but I'm bad, so you only get to pick one.
Alright, I picked one.
I'm going to pick my Prestige. Yeah, I already voted. Okay.
Voting.
Yep, get your votes in.
Alright.
I'm just trying to throw mine in there.
You know, if this was 2014, 2015, my tobacco brands, well, some of them wouldn't even exist.
Well, yeah.
But my list would be a little bit different.
Yeah, definitely. If it's 2014, mine would be Alfaker. That's about it.
I would have Nakla.
I'd probably have Fumari on there still, actually, because I was smoking Fumari. I thought Fumari was the best shit ever, because 2014 was when I started smoking. So I thought Fumari was like the god tier brand. Alright, I have no way of actually closing these polls, so they're just chilling as they are, I guess. Got 23 votes on tobacco, 10 votes on hookahs, 4 votes
that makes
on
no
bowls,
sense.
and 9 votes on bowls.
If we say pick 5 tobaccos, and we have 23 votes...
It's not locked, that's the problem.
People didn't pick 5.
It's fine.
I'm assuming people didn't pick enough, not pick too many.
I should have just used SurveyMonkey. SurveyMonkey lets you like pick exactly what you want and all that good shit.
And we could have made, it could have just been like one survey instead of like 4 links.
Social Smoke. I didn't put Social Smoke on there either. How did I forget Social Smoke? Yeah, Social Smoke's solid.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh, the lists are changing. The lists are changing.
I like Social Smoke, but I would definitely not put it in either of those in any. Like I wouldn't pick it above anything. It's chill. A Waha's solid too, but again, I just couldn't pick it. Like this is the dream shop. This is what your ideal shop would have. Like I can't justify anything other than those. Like I
feel like
do Azure probably.
I feel like our lists are gonna compare pretty similarly to what people pick, but let's see.
Well, we've been giving our arguments. I think we have some pretty sound arguments for what we pick. So, if they're influenced, they're influenced, and that's all there is to it. Lucas said, "Alfalfa, grapefruit, social smoke, pink lemonade was my jam years ago." That sounds actually pretty good. I haven't had pink lemonade in a hot minute. All right, well, we'll go ahead and say the polls are closed now. I'm gonna pull up Streamlabs and do this fancy new thing I did. So let me do this. Aha, it's working. Cool. So now you guys can see as the polls as they are. So for tobacco, what were the 5 picks? So we've got Fumari coming in at 18%, Trifecta, the King at 21%, Alfakir at 18%, Tangiers 18%, 4% Haze, 4% Noctla, 11% Pure, you guys picking the good shit, and Azure at 7%. So yeah, I mean, you guys pretty much agree with us for the most part. Noctla and Haze, if you'd asked me a few years ago, I probably would have put both of them in too. But in their current state, with no Mizo, no Ice, I can't throw Noctla in there. I think Haze is hot garbage right now, so I can't throw them in there at all. But yeah, I mean,
I have some of the old stuff still.
I still have a pack of Mizo Mint chilling over there that I'm saving for a rainy day. Unopened, we chilling. So for the hookahs, you picked 2. For our hookahs, we kind of went 1 starter, 1 non-starter. You guys could have gone whatever you wanted. We're not going to judge you for that, obviously. Overwhelmingly, the B2 coming in with 4 votes at 36%. Regal coming in at 2. Like I said, I definitely could have seen Regal being on there for me. But I ended up going with the Shisha Bucks for my other non-B2, but, we didn't actually put that on there. And KMs are fine. I mean, I don't have any issue with KMs. Whoever put Maya on there, though, go buy a KM.
Yeah, you're a little crazy for that.
You're chilling. Might as well pick Deezer, I guess. But no, I think B2 and Sheikah are the picks we put. It's hard to beat Sheikah for the best starter traditional pipe. Maybe you could have argued Zara, but I don't want to carry glass pipes. That's just where I'm at with that. So
yeah, I mean, if you're carrying one, you're probably gonna carry both.
So Coles, they have Prestige coming in with 2 whole votes. This is the least voted on by a large margin, actually, with only 5 votes. So Prestige, 2 votes at 40%. Titaniums, Coco Earth, Coconara. Who picked Coconara? Why are you picking Coconara?
Why am I the only Coco Earth pick? This is the dream shop.
Oh, okay. To be fair, this poll is fucked up. You can only vote once on these, so that's fair. So you only pick 1, but still, don't pick Coconara. Just buy yourself some Coco Earth, treat yourself, enjoy it. Coconara are hot garbage in their current state. I can never justify Coconara. But yeah, otherwise solid votes. We're just gonna pretend that one doesn't exist. So as far as bowls, pretty much everyone picked Mason bowls. 3 votes for that. Definitely, I mean, if you could have the option of having Mason bowls in your shop, you're gonna have them, right? I mean, come on, that's the move. They're so good. Their price is like so low for how great of a bowl it is. I think I always forget how cheap they are because they're just gone so fast that it makes you wonder like you could charge whatever they want, right?
They really could. Like, if the prices were higher, people would still buy them.
Hold on. I don't know if I actually voted on this. Yes, I did. Apparently I voted for Alpaca when I did this initially. So Alpaca coming in with 3 votes at 27%. That's fair. I said Alpaca. I probably would have actually gone with Hookah after talking about it. But Alpaca and Hookah, I think, tied quality for me. But it seems like you guys like Alpaca, and that's fine. Alpacas are great bowls. I think they're just on par. Same level. Mason bowls are the move. Sheikah bowls I'm kind of surprised to see on there. I like Sheikah bowls a lot, actually, but to see you guys pick them kind of surprised me.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're deep typically.
No, not anymore. They're really shallow now.
No, really.
Yeah, they're really shallow and they're really. I mean, they're thick bowls. They hold heat well.
I mean, for the price,
like $8.
are we going to
Dude.
complain about?
Yeah, it's $8. Solid bowls. They're. I think last time I talked to them, they were working on making them HMG like compatible, like so they'd fit well. So that's interesting. I'm not mad at it. But definitely a solid pick. The Cloud Samsaris bowl. It's a fine bowl. It does the job. I can't believe I broke the glass one. Like I just can't believe that's a thing. Thought that was the whole point.
Mm-mm.
But I was actually using it. I enjoyed it when I had it. It smoked well. AOT, that's a totally viable pick. Not my go-to. I probably the problem with AOT in my opinion is that it's not as versatile. Like sure you can pack everything in there, but I don't want to pack fucking 50 grams of Tangiers in that bowl and smoke it for the next week and a half.
You literally would be.
Yeah, no, I mean that's like
I've done it. I've packed Tangiers in there.
Yeah,
that thing is going.
Yeah, I mean it will work, but do you want? I mean I don't know about you, man, but I get tired of smoking the same flavor for that long. Holy shit. I mean if that's the bowl you want to carry, that's I'm not going to scorn you for that one, unless you're the same person who picked Coconara, in which case I'm going to scorn you for that pick.
It's the same person that picked mine.
No. It probably is. AOT is a solid pick. I can't be mad at that. Crown Hookah Bowls, I mean, yeah, I love Crown Bowls. If I had to pick, if Mason wasn't around, I'd probably say Crown would be the other pick. Crown Bowls are pretty affordable, great quality, great consistency, smoked well, just great bowls. Not only that, they're fucking fantastic to look at. Alright, let me get out of this scene. There we go. Alright. Yeah. You guys have some mostly the same opinions as us, but some a little different. We appreciate you guys coming in and chatting with us, giving your opinions. That was really fun. I think I enjoyed doing that.
I wonder if we could come up with something similar.
Yeah, this is something I like. This concept of getting the viewer input. I've had a lot of fun with it, talking with you guys about it too. So if you guys like the idea, definitely throw it in there. If you liked it, let us know. We'll do it again. We'll think of some other formats to do this with. If you guys are new to the stream, definitely hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch if you haven't. Appreciate all the support you guys have been showing to us, and we appreciate doing the show. We're about to call it quits, but if you guys have any last minute questions, comments, concerns, anomalies, feel free to share those. We'll definitely put them up. Anomalies, man. What do you have? Enigmas. You have Enigma. You share that. You just send it my way.
If you have
Enigma, I'll smoke that for you.
Trifecta Ligma.
That's the next flavor. Don't leak that. Come on, man.
That'd be a funny flavor.
God damn it. All right.
Look at the guy on the chat. He's like, I did the Maya, not the coconut.
All right, man. If it's your first hookah, that's fine. Maya are not the pick I would ever go with, but it's your first hookah.
How about this? This next concept. We have a shop, right?
Yeah.
But we want to make it the worst shop. How can we close down as fast as possible?
All right, that's the next show. What's the worst shop? God damn it! All right,
we should have a video on. Or we should do a podcast. This is my idea. I'm going to say it right here. Local shops. We should just have one on local shops.
In general, just talking about them.
Yeah, right. And like the average local shop, and what you can expect, what they typically have.
Frank said, do you think our taste buds get worse as we smoke hookah, requiring more stronger flavors? That's an interesting concept, and I've actually thought about it before. I don't think so, but I definitely, I think when you smoke stronger flavors, it ruins weaker flavors for you.
They don't feel as good.
Yeah, so the way I think about it is after you've had, say you've been drinking Bud Light your whole life, and then you start drinking some really nice Gosés or some really nice beers, some craft beers, it kind of makes you hate the Bud Light, if you like the craft beer anyway. Once you've had good shit, it's hard to go back to, lesser quality. You're smoking Cashmere Peach and go back to Alfacra Peach, sure, it's fine, but I don't think it makes your taste buds worse. I think you're just more in tune with the better flavor. So I agree and disagree in a way. You just get accustomed to stronger flavors. How do you get used to twice the ice, whereas AF mint becomes less intense?
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing. I think it's just comparability. Like, if it's the coldest thing you ever like, I think about hot sauce with that. Like, I had the first time when I was like 8 and I tried Frank's Red Hot. I thought that shit was burning my face off, but now I could drink it. Like it's chill. Like after eating some of the fucking
Yeah, it's very simple.
yeah, after eating some drinking the
Your taste buds adapt.
yeah. I think they adapt. I don't think they get worse. I think it just you get more accustomed to stronger profiles after having them. Like I did a thing where for a week straight I was making wings. And if you guys know Hot Ones, I was eating the last dab every week, and every week I noticed that it was much easier to eat. So to a certain point, I think it's like tolerance almost. Like as you get more accustomed to something, the other things just become weaker. So yes and no in a way. I don't think your taste buds just flat out become worse though.
Yeah, because that's like saying, even like your hot sauce example. Let's say I eat rice all the time. It's not going to become less potent.
Yeah.
It's still going to taste
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like vegetable or anything. You're eating food 2 to 3 times a day typically. So like.
Frank said, so do you think eventually, as we have stronger flavors, we will create and like tobacco that no one else can ever get into?
Yes.
Getting into yes, I do, but getting into is a strong word, and there's a reason that brands like Alfaker and Fumari will always have a place and will always be popular, because the largest margin of smokers is the newbie smoker, the people who are just getting into it. For those people, I'm not packing them a bowl of Tangiers. I'm not packing them Trifecta Twice the Ice. I'm not packing them Social Smoke Mango Habanero. So, yes, I do think those flavors are like Tangiers as a whole is a brand that people like. You have to want to get into Tangiers to get into it. Like you have to have someone pack you a good bowl of Tangiers, right? Like you can't just sit down, buy a pack of Cane Mint, load it up, and say, "Oh, this is great! I packed it perfectly right away." The nicotine alone, if it's your first bowl, it's gonna hit you hard, and if you don't pack it right alone, I mean it's gonna kill you. Not kill you, obviously, but it's not gonna be that great. So. I do think there are flavors like Twice the Ice Extreme that a lot of people won't get into, and get into in general.
Yeah, you need to build your way up.
Get into in general. I think there are, if you want flavors that no one else, like no one completely else, like you want to be the only one smoking a specific flavor, you just kind of have to make it yourself.
Especially like if you're making flavors that no one else is going to enjoy, they're probably not going to make them in the first place.
So is it possible Fumari is actually how it was when we first tried it, and it wasn't that it changed, but us? Hypothetical questions I have fun with. Yeah, I don't think actually Fumari's changed. So they have changed, to be fair. They have completely, like, they're using less juice, and I do think they've changed some of their ingredients to a certain extent. But yeah, I do think Fumari is pretty much the same. Like, I don't think it's changed that much. So yeah, no, I do think it's possible that Fumari is exactly how it was when we first tried it. But
yeah, because like I tried flavors, like for example, Cashmere Peach from Tangiers. I haven't had it in 5 years.
Yeah.
I just got it. I very, very vividly remember it being exactly the same.
Yeah. I mean, I think with individual flavors like those, like with white gummy bear, for example, like there's no other flavor that's just like white gummy bear. Like if I tasted white gummy bear tomorrow, it would probably taste the same as when I tried it 4 or 5 years ago. So I don't think that brands change that much. I think Fumari changed a little bit, to be fair, but it is what it is. Anyway, that's it from us today, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming, hanging out, voting on our poll. We had a lot of fun with you guys today. Do you have any topics for the next show that aren't the worst shop in the world? Probably do the worst shop next week. I kind of like that topic. But yeah, let us know. We'll get into it. We'll talk about that next week. We'll be back in 2 weeks. You guys have a nice 4th of July. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And we'll see you soon. Happy smokes, guys.
See ya.
Later.
4th of July stream?
Oh, there's a mood. All right, later, guys.